what the relationship phase looks like to me. It depends a little bit on the dog and what people are going to do. So if the dog, I mentioned before, if the dog is a super gregarious dog, right? So I meet this dog for the first time and the dog is very outgoing, likes people, runs up, super interactive, lots of motivation and energy, obviously. This may go relatively quickly. I might spend a week with the dog. At first, generally speaking, I just hang out with the dog. I take it for walks, I go out in the yard with it and cut it loose and play around with it. I'll take some food out, see how interested in food it is. I start feeding the dog. I'm not trying to create behaviors or anything like that. I'm not formally training. The dog and I are just getting to know each other, right? And that may go relatively quickly. You have one dog that's like right there. Like he right away likes you, obviously. You can touch him and he's like, great, you're touching me, I love you. Very open to your physical handling and things like that. And so it might go relatively quickly and I might start to do things. I might start to do what we're going to talk about today, which is build our communication system and create engagement and start to habituate dog to equipment, right? So early in this phase, once the dog trusts me a little bit, I'm going to start putting collars on them and things like that I'm not using yet. I'm preparing to use. There's going to be a theme that I'll echo throughout too, where I sort of prepare the dog to use the tools that I'm going to use before I use them, right? And we're going to talk about tool building. So before I put a dog on a leash and take him for a walk, I get him used to the collar I'm going to use, right? I get him used to all those things. I don't go, hey, let's put a leash on and go for a walk, right? Training collars. My dogs wear various training collars off and on at random times when I'm not using them. Sometimes for weeks or months before I use them, right? A long time. Electronic collars and things like that. Any tool that I think I might want to use, I might start to introduce in this phase, what I call neutralization of tools. That might be a piece of the puzzle. If the dog is less trusting, right, then it may be just spending time with the dog, like not trying to force myself on the dog. I feed the dog. I go out and sit in a pen with the dog and hang out. I pull up a chair and sit there with treats in my lap and ignore the dog. And the dog comes over next to me, I toss a treat there. Like, hey, I'm not gonna come up and grab you and start doing stuff with you. It could be an extended period of just get to know you kind of thing, right? So mostly it's just watching the dog, handling the dog if they permit handling, feeling what their energy's like,